The Instant Pot is perfect for those hot summer days when you don't want to be heating up your kitchen. Hey guys, if you are new, my name is Vanessa, and if you are looking for Instant Pot recipes, definitely hit that subscribe button. I try to share a couple each month with you guys because I love my Instant Pot. I have had it for several years now, and I love sharing those super easy, pull together recipes with you guys so you can be in and out of the kitchen really quickly, especially during this summer season. So actually, when you guys are seeing this video, we are already into our next school year, but I wanted to go ahead and share these 3 super easy, kid-friendly, perfect for beginner recipes with you guys, just in case you get as busy as I am. And I mean busy. If you guys can hear everything behind me, I mean, my dog just now decided to take a drink of water, but I've got kids upstairs playing around. We just finished our school day for today, so they are just running around, getting the wiggles out, stomping, and all of the things, dishes, laundry going, trying to catch up on some housework. So my Instant Pot definitely helps me prepare dinner a little bit more quickly. It also allows me to do other things while it's cooking. So I can be multitasking, which is key when you've got multiple children. I mean, heck, even when you have one, you wanna try to get all the things done, right? So let me go ahead and share with you guys these 3 super easy recipes for beginners in the Instant Pot. Making my kids' favorite first, which is easy homemade mac and cheese in the Instant Pot. So we're gonna start off by cooking our noodles. So I'm adding in a 12-ounce bag of pasta, and I am just using the elbows, but you can use whatever kind of pasta you want. 4 cups of water. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of this fiery honey mustard. I really love this, found it at Trader Joe's, but you can use any kind of dry mustard that you have. And 1 teaspoon of hot sauce, and I am using the Frank's Red Hot. Okay, closing my lid. Always make sure it is sealing. Pasta does not take long at all. I'm gonna press my manual button. Some Instant Pots have different buttons. You just wanna make sure you're cooking it at high pressure, and it only needs 4 minutes. So we're gonna let it cook for 4 minutes, and then we are going to do a quick release. So as soon as that timer goes off, we're gonna move our knob from sealing to venting. Time is up. I did my quick release. Now, if you have a lot of liquid for some reason still in your pot, go ahead and drain your pasta. Mine doesn't have too much, so I'm gonna leave it in here. It's gonna help everything else melt and get nice and creamy and cheesy. All right, so now for the yummy goodness. I've got 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of Monterey Jack cheese, 1 cup of sharp cheddar cheese, 1 cup of Colby Jack cheese, and 2 tablespoons of butter. And you are just going to mix that all together until the cheese is nice and melted. You can add more or less. Really just make this your own. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want. I just chose to do a mixture of what we had on hand. But about 3 cups total is pretty good. Once you've got everything mixed together, it's gonna be super cheesy, so yummy. Add salt and pepper to your liking, or leave it plain and let everybody, once you dish it out, let everyone put their own salt and pepper, but I did go ahead and salt and pepper this and have it as is. You definitely wanna serve this right away as a side with dinner or a quick, easy lunch for the kids. So now we're gonna make some goulash, and we're actually going to press the saute button. So just to save a dish. This works just like the stovetop. I've got a little bit of olive oil in there. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit until it gets nice and hot. So once your pot is hot, you're going to add 1 pound of ground beef. You hear that sizzling? I have 1 onion that I diced up. I'm adding that, along with 1, 2, and 3 teaspoons of minced garlic. And you can really not season this or use some of your favorite seasonings, my go-to is 4 of them. So salt, pepper, and really you're just seasoning to taste. I never ever measure. And even though I have onions and garlic in there, whenever I'm cooking with ground meat, I always like to add onion and garlic powder. So I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder and a little bit of garlic powder. And like I said, you're just using this saute function to save yourself a dish. So you're just gonna go ahead and keep it on saute and cook until your ground beef is completely done. Okay, ground beef is done. It doesn't have that much fat in here. Typically the meat that I get from a butcher box doesn't, so I rarely drain, but if you feel the need to drain, go ahead. I am opting not to. I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of my ingredients. So I've got 2.5 cups of water, a 12-ounce package of elbow noodles. This is a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, and I am going to add 1 and 2. And I also have a 14.5-ounce can of petite diced tomatoes, so I'm gonna add 1 and 2. 1 tablespoon of, this is what I like to call W sauce. And I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons, that wasn't even a full tablespoon, but about 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. And then 3 bay leaves. I do still have the saute on. I did not turn that off. It just helps keep it hot. I'm gonna mix everything together. Smells so good. All right, so before I close my lid though, I do need to turn the saute off. I'm gonna close my lid. Always make sure your pot is sealing, not venting. It will not come to pressure and it will not cook your meal. And then for most pasta dishes, as long as everything, the meats and everything are cooked in here, all you're gonna do is, again, with my manual button, this is my just go-to button because again, it automatically puts it on high pressure. And I just need it to cook for 4 minutes. And when my timer is up, I will do a quick release. All right, and it is done. It smells so good. Oh, and I was so busy just adding all the ingredients in that if you crinkle your bay leaves, it will release the flavor. So you definitely want to do that. It's still fine if you don't. I still got the flavor in here. It smells amazing, but I did want to leave you with that tip that I did not do when I threw the bay leaves in here. So I did go ahead and get a bowl out, and we like to top ours with Parmesan cheese. If you had any parsley, that would look really pretty on top of this, just adding an extra color with the green. But there it is, all ready to serve. Okay, this next one, I'm adding in about 3 pounds of chicken. I'm using chicken breast. You can chop these up into little cubes, bite-sized pieces. I'm leaving them whole because I am going to be shredding them. So it really just depends at the end of this recipe how you are going to serve it. Adding in 1 small diced onion and lots of garlic. So this is gonna be like a honey garlic chicken, and I'm adding 4 teaspoons. All right, we're gonna need some liquid in here. So I have about 2/3 cups of soy sauce and 1/3 cup of ketchup. I'm gonna add a little bit of spice. So I've got some crushed red pepper, and I'm just gonna eyeball it, sprinkle it over the top. No more than a teaspoon unless you really like some heat with your chicken dish. All right, I'm just gonna stir this all up to coat the chicken with all the seasonings and sauces and everything that I put in here. Okay, once I've got everything all mixed up, I'm going to close my lid, make sure it is sealing. And chicken doesn't take long at all. I'm going to use my manual, which if you do not have a manual, you're just going to make sure that your Instant Pot is on high pressure. Mine automatically goes there, and then I'm gonna go up to 6 minutes because I do have a good amount of chicken in here, and I'm gonna be shredding it. I wanna make sure it is nice and cooked through. Okay, time is up, but we are not done yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick release. Now I have 2/3 cup of honey that I am adding in here. And normally I use a hand mixer to shred chicken, but there is a lot of liquid in here, and if I were to do that, it would go everywhere. So I'm just gonna use the old-fashioned fork method and just shred all my chicken up. Okay, now that I've got my chicken into smaller chunks, there's still some pretty big chunks in here. I'm going to cut those up a little smaller once I get everything out, but this sauce is not as thick as I want it to be. So in here, I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 3 tablespoons of water, and that is going to help thicken up the sauce. So I'm just using the same fork that I used to shred the chicken, and I'm going to stir this around and let it get a little thicker. All right, and now it is done. So look at that steam. So typically I would share with you guys how we are going to be eating this for dinner. However, I'm not making this for dinner. I'm actually meal prepping this for my husband for a couple lunches for work and myself. So typically I would serve this over rice and then with a veggie of some sort, broccoli on the side, and that's what I'm gonna be doing to finish off this for lunches. But I wanted to share how quick and easy it was to make this honey garlic chicken for dinner. We have had this before, and my kids eat it up, especially over rice. If your kids love rice, this is so good, and the sauce just makes it super yummy. Sometimes I will add in some green onions on the top when we're having it for dinner, along with maybe some sesame seeds. But super quick and easy, a chicken dinner or lunch prep in your Instant Pot. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. That lets me know that you guys enjoy these videos on Instant Pot recipes, and I will continue sharing them with you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you guys again on Friday, hopefully, with another video. Make sure you've got all the bells and whistles clicked so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Bye, guys.